Now, we talked about a toilet being possessed by the leaky ghost, and sometimes you need to call a plumber to do an exorcist to exercise the leaky valves and washers and gasket off this toilet so it can save you some money on your water bill. So here we got a Kohler. It's a Persuade toilet. Customer already provide all of this, the parts that we need. He ordered from Amazon. It's the model number for this toilet tank is 4442-AA. And it comes with a special cylinder. It's a dual flush cylinder. One button on the left would empty the toilet halfway, and the other button on the right will empty the toilet full. Now, when you get this flush valve, you gotta adjust it. I didn't have to adjust this one because it came pre-configured to this tank. I didn't know that, so I was reading the manual to see, what I gotta adjust it to, and then after reading it for a couple of minutes, I found out that it is already adjusted. That's why you gotta read your manual. It's very important to read your manual. All right. So first thing first. Take off the lid, get a shop vac or whatever to extract the water out of the tank. You want to flush it as much as you can. Whatever, there is going to be some water left in there. Go ahead and suck that out, or get a sponge and sponge it out. But this tank is very easy, very nice, very clean to work on. You have the cylinder there that you can twist and it pops right off. I didn't do that. Obviously, I'm not a professional. I don't know why I didn't do it in the beginning. But then there's two screws, two Phillips head screw that's holding the tank to the bowl. You unscrew those two screws. I don't know what I'm doing there. I'll move the camera so you can see because I'm a nice guy. So you want to unscrew those two screws. There I go. Unscrewing them screws. Takes a while. Once again, I'm a hack plumber. Bunch of comments. So I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Once you remove those two screws, it's very easy. Now, try to tell the customer we should just reveal everything, but they only ordered the fill valve. So the flush valve. So we're only going to work on the flush valve and the tank to bowl gasket. All right. The water is already shut off from the house and it's drained down. Now with this tank, just disconnect the supply line, and once you disconnect the supply line, you can push the supply line back into the bowl, but not all the way, just enough that you can pull it out when you're done. Once that's done and the two screws are off, you can lift up the tank. And once you lift up the tank, you're able to stick your hand under there and unscrew the supply line for the fill valve, which makes it much easier. So you don't have to pull that all out. Okay. Now here I am. I didn't unscrew the bolts all the way. It's like I did this. Deja vu. I still didn't unscrew them all the way. Heads up, just unscrew them all the way and pull them out of the tank. It makes it much easier. Don't be like this guy. He doesn't know what he's doing. There's two. It's about to do the other one right now. Well, I'm about to do the other one. Come on, guys. All right, there we go. Number one, number two, they're out. Now you lift that tank up, take your time, boom, boom, boom. Once you lift it up, you stick your left hand under there, unscrew the toilet supply line from the fill valve. Okay. Now, there is going to be some leftover water if you suck it up. So keep it at an angle like that, and once you unscrew, you can dump the rest of the toilet in the sink, or you can use the vacuum and suck up the rest. God, this guy's slow. I would have been done this by now. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the first time I'm working on one of these toilets. Maybe that's why I'm taking my time. I don't know. But I did actually in this house. Yeah, so in this house, I just got a call. So in this house, I actually replaced three fill valve and gasket of the same toilet. I only recorded one, so. Alright, so take the old gasket out, pop the new gasket in, protect the old gasket. Alright, beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna position the camera so you can see me unscrewing the flush gasket there. I'm hungry. I'm actually on my way right now to go look at a water heater that we installed about a couple months ago, 3 or 4 months ago. The pallet keeps going out. Another guy was there, replaced the pallet assembly, replaced the burner, replaced everything, looked at the draft and everything, and it's still going on. So they're sending me to go look at it, see what's going on. The hack plumber, see if we can figure it out. I was looking at the picture, and based on what I can see, it's probably a oversized flue pipe. At one point, it was the furnace and the water heater that was tied into it, and they upgraded their furnace to a high efficiency furnace. So that's what I can tell based by looking at the pictures. But I won't be able to know until I get there and check it out. But that's my guess. All right, toilet is positioned. Toilet tank here is positioned. All right, here we go. Look at that black guy. Fucking words. Don't know what that hell is doing. All right, there we go. There is a specific tool for this, and you can order them so it works for all 2-inch toilet. Nut here. I can't afford it on my plumbing salary. You should contact my boss and tell them to give me a raise. Once that's out, pull that old fill valve out. Come on, guy. Oh, that's the new one there. And this is the point where I am going to figure out that you can actually disconnect those two, the cylinder from the fill valve there. And that's because I read the manual after the fact. Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, this guy is slow. I should probably edit this part out. But I'm not going to. That's a lot of work. You're going to watch it just like I'm watching it. I got to voice over it, so, hey. What do you got? Something else better to do? While you're here, go do it. But pause the video first, and then come back and watch it. I'm just kidding. You can skip along. You impatient person. Alright, I'm ready to the manual now. I should definitely probably edit all this out. But that's my work, because then if I edit it out, I'm going to have to do the voiceover again. Oh, maybe not. But you won't know what I'm saying. No, just listen to me talk. I have a very soothing voice. So let me soothe you to perfection here. I don't know where you're at. I don't know what you're doing. But I want you to know that I am better than you. Okay? I look better than you. I smell better than you. And just, okay, I'm bringing it back. So, with this cylinder, I believe this cylinder, oh, my boss is calling me. All right, let me answer what this guy wants for my life. Hold on. All right, here is where I found out that you can twist and disconnect the cylinder, which would have made it easier for me to unscrew that. Okay, that's why you got to read the manual. Dude, I tell you this all the time. Read the manual. I need to listen to myself. I need to read the manual. All right, and then here is what I found out, that this cylinder actually can, it's adaptable to 4 or 5 other different tanks, this one cylinder. And it has 2 adjustment. It has the half adjustment and the full adjustment. And what's the difference between those two is the half adjustment. It flushes half of the tank water. So if you just took a leak, tinkle, you press the half flush and it flushes half, and it's still. And and then the full, which is the whole tank. Listen, I did a couple tests when I finished rebuilding this tank, and I did test the water because they said this tank is less than 3 years old, and man, there was some buildup in that tank. So I did test the water, gave the results after. But back to what I was saying, stop distracting me. Jesus, listen, you talk too much, you ask too much questions. But what was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Yes, after I rebuilt it, I did test the flush, because I wanted to make sure it's set right, and then I flush halfway and flush full. That halfway is sufficient to flush both number ones and two. So I was going to adjust it more, that it's not halfway, maybe it's a quarter flush. But the customer wanted to keep it the halfway. But guys, if you're all about conserving water here, I think the halfway flush is still a bit too much to flush a number one. It's definitely going to be adjusted to maybe just use a quarter flush. These color coils are built pretty nice. The traps is well built. It does flush very, very, very nice. I don't know why I'm reading the manual. Oh, yeah, I'm showing you. You can't even see it, but I'm showing you what you have to set the cylinders to, which is already preset for me, which is nice. I guess when the customer ordered it, he ordered exactly for this toilet, so it's preset for this toilet, but it can be adjusted if it's for another toilet. Alright, so once that's in, throw everything out of your way, like I just did because I'm a professional. And what I was trying there to see was seeing if the seal would just fit there, but no, it doesn't. It's a big fat seal, so just put it there on the toilet, make sure it lines up with the hole, not blocking the hole off center. So that the fill valve pylon a little bit, so you can connect it. Just in camera for use. Some of these guys they can probably edit that all out. But once again, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy an editor. My wife. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I got so much stuff to do. I gotta make you dinner. And I gotta do stuff with you at night, and I don't want to do it before it's done. You know how it goes. She still owes me a lot of money from all the plumber work I did in the house. I'm gonna send it to collections. Alright, once that's all tightened, reassemble it, put your screws back in there, make sure it's all lined up. Make sure your gasket is lined up properly. You can see it once you're putting the toilet down. If it moves or shifts for any reason, there's another phone call. Let me answer this. Oh, I just rejected. But if it shifts or moves for any reason, you can stick your finger there and adjust it before you send those screws in. Once those screws are in, tighten them down. Okay? Don't have to over tighten. You don't want to crack the porcelain here, but you do want to tighten it that it does smush the gasket and create a seal. Okay? Oh, bam, bing. I don't know what I was gonna say. I guess I need a better camera. What I am gonna buy eventually is once I hit 500 subscribers, which I'm almost there. I'm 20. As of this video, I am not even 20. I am 18 subscribers short from 500. Then I'm going to invest myself in one of those body cameras or one of those head cameras with the point of view, so I don't have to hold the phone in my hand. I can utilize both hands here. One guy said I should invest in, and I was like, oh, do you know I'm a plumber? I can afford these things. Respect for me. Alright, once that's in, grab your cylinder, which roll underneath the sink, and it took me a while to find. I should have edited it out, but once again, I don't make enough to edit my own video. Just don't have time. Where are you? Come on, guy. Come on, guy. You're so If I would have done this, I'd have been done already. All right, there you go. Cylinder's in. You just push it in and it pops right in. Boom, boom, boom. Twist it. Halfway flush is on the left. Full flush is on the right. That's it. Once that's in, I'm just messing it around. I was trying to make it straight, but it said stop that. But that's good enough. And it's actually the blue on the left, so I'm going to flip that around. The blue is a half flush, the gray is a full flush. I don't know if I showed that on camera, but I do turn it around. Reconnect your supply line. Then turn your water on. Like I said, I had turned the whole, well, the customer had turned the whole house off and drained it down, which made it easier for me. I mean, that's a quarter turn emergency shut off anyway, and it's pretty new and it worked. It had to do it, but it didn't. Alright, and then connect that. Once that's connected, it's your tool, whether it's a channel lock, just a wrench, or your 16-in-1 by the rigid. Tighten that bad boy up. Once that's all tightened, turn your water on, check for leaks, check for adjustments, and you are all set. You've been upgraded to plumber of the year. Now you can go and fix your own plumbing and your friend's plumbing. And then you should then create a YouTube channel and upload them and watch people yell at you. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe and like.